Welcome to the Trill MBA Show. I'm your host, Felicia Ann Rose Anuha, aka the Trillest MBA you will ever know. And I'm here to help you survive and thrive in corporate America by giving you the truth and being as real as only I can be. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the show. So we're still doing these short episodes until the end of the year. So hopefully you're hip to that now. This is not a full episode. This is simply a short and to the point, tactical way for you to show up in the workplace and stay focused on what you came there to do, which is to get paid and get promoted. That is your goal. And so today, in this episode of Workplace Protocols, the shit you need to know for the workplace, I am going to be talking about the unpopular things that people don't want to tell you about. And these things I'm going to talk about are to help you remain sane and somewhat safe in the workplace. Because the workplace just ain't safe, right? So the main point of this episode today is that I want you to understand that you have power. Like, you have the power to take care of yourself, protect your peace in the workplace. And I know a lot of times we feel like we don't, but I'm here today to tell you that you do. And so there are 3 things that I want to go over that will help you own your power and hold your boundaries. This is how you're going to use your power in the workplace. Number 1, you're going to schedule your time. And specifically, you're going to schedule your time off. Okay? What I mean is, you're not going to go to your boss and say, hey, can I take X days off? No. You're going to inform them of the days that you want to take off. You're going to block your calendar. You're going to let them know, hey, I'm going to be off on these days. Okay? And you're going to do that in as far in advance as you can, and you're going to plan for it. And you're going to tell your boss, here are the things you need to know while I'm gone. Here are all my project updates. Here are the things I'll be focused on when I get back. Let me know if you have any questions. For all of your cross-functionals, for your direct reports, for all the people that work with you and work on your projects with you, you give them document email to say, hey guys, I'm going to be out, won't be available. Here's all what you need to know. And then you leave it at that. When you put your out of office on, your out of office should simply say, greetings, I am out of the office. If you need anything on, and then you put XYZ projects, put the contact person. And this is internally. This is for your internal out of office. For your external out of office, you say, greetings, I'm out of office until X date. Have a great week, and I will return your message as soon as I get back into the office. As soon as I can, when I get back in the office. But internally, you want to point people to where they need to go. And then you don't check your email. You turn your work phone off. You turn your laptop off. You protect your peace and your time. Okay? You have to hold to your boundaries. And please, I don't care who all does it. One thing I never do in my out of office, and I'm telling y'all, do not do this. Do not put, in case of an emergency, you can text me or call me. Don't do that. No. Because guess what? There is no emergency at your job that needs your attention while you're out. Because your job is not to save lives. Unless you are an ER doctor, unless you are an EMS person, unless you're somewhere on the front line somewhere giving somebody CPR, unless you're working in a hospital somewhere, there is no need to contact you when you're out. I don't care if their plant blows up. That's not your plant, sis. That's their plant. I don't care if there's a recall. That's their recall. That's not your recall. I don't care if they can't get the chips from China. They not your chips. The shit's not yours. Your name's not on it. These people pay you for your time, energy, talents, and efforts to help them make more money. It is not on you to save them. Please, please, please understand this. Stop trying to be the corporate equivalent of Captain Save a Hoe. Stop it. Save yourself. Now, number 2. Never be afraid to cancel a meeting. Cancel them bitches. Trust me. The people who have that meeting invite and you cancel it, they're like, oh, yes, yes. Nobody's ever mad that you canceled a meeting. Even your manager, trust. Nobody. If you need the time or you need to do something different or you need to prioritize something different, do not be afraid to do that. Cancel the meeting. Now, let me give a disclaimer. If you're meeting with the president and CEO, the CMO, or somebody like that it took you months to get that meeting, you might not want to cancel that meeting. I'm just saying, you might want to keep that meeting. You might want to make that do what it do, right? You might want to get your visibility. So I'm not saying cancel meetings that don't serve you. What I'm saying is, let's say, for example, you have a one-on-one with your boss. And one of my mentees, we had this conversation. And if you're listening, you know who you are. But she said to me, she was like, I don't really want to go to this one-on-one with my manager. I said, cancel it. She's like, Felicia, I'm not that bold. I'm like, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with being bold. Like, it's your time. And if you meeting with her right now is going to fuck up your mental and not protect your peace, don't meet with her. Cancel that shit. Send her an email, give her your project updates, and go on about your business. Trust me, she ain't gonna be mad. Literally, understand your position. You are now a rock star. You are rock star status. You've done all the things you're supposed to do. You're in position. There's no need for you to subject yourself to something that's gonna make you angry. And my biggest fear is we be upset and we are frustrated and things are happening to us and we carry that and then we're meeting with the person that's agitating us. And it's like, don't do that. I'd rather you take a beat, take a step back and say, okay, let me get my mental right before I meet with this person so that you can show up your most positive, happiest self so that you stay focused on your goal. Which, if you're listening to this podcast, you know my goal for all of us is to get paid and get promoted. And I'm focused on what are the things I need to do to get paid and promoted. Well, bringing funky energy into a meeting with your boss is not it. So don't do that. Cancel the meeting. Send the action items, updates, next steps in an email. Ask them if they want to reschedule. Don't have the meeting. And also refrain from this need to explain like, and don't lie. Like, don't lie. Don't lie and say, oh, I gotta go to the doctor when you don't have to go to the doctor just to placate or not. That's unnecessary. Just say, I have a conflict. I need to reschedule. Here's the updates. Here's the next steps. Here's when I can meet with you if you need to reschedule. Own it. And just stay focused. Make sure you aligned on your priorities. Stay focused on your priorities. Reiterate that shit back. Like, hey, these are my priorities that I'm focused on for this week. So we can have our one-on-one next week or the week after, or whenever we have it next, but we can't have it today. Now, I'm not saying say all that. I'm saying that's your attitude. And then you go forth and you be great. And the third thing, all right, roll with me on this one because I got to try to figure out how to explain it. But this third thing really is about the need to defend yourself because I get it. People say some of the most fucked up shit to you at work. Like, we've all been there, right? Like, the shit be so fucked up. You be like, I should cuss this bitch out. She knows she wrong. But pause. So you gotta ask clarifying questions to lead them to your defense. This way, you don't come off defensive, aka angry black woman at work. Because you're not an angry black woman. And if you are angry, you're an angry human because you're being treated shitty. Fuck the dumb shit. But nobody wants to talk about that. You want to ask clarifying questions instead of getting defensive, because this actually helps better communication. It also will make the person think again the next time they try you. Because they're going to be like, oh. Because a lot of times, I would say half the time, at least half the time, if not more, people are saying stupid shit just because they want to see you react. Just because they have this bias and these tropes in their head, they want to see you roll your neck and roll your eyes. Like, they really understand there are people out there, and that's their whole goal. So they say stupid shit to you, or accuse you of stupid shit, or, say you missed something, or say you did something wrong, knowing that they in the wrong, just to get a rise out of you. And so, for example, let's say you're working with Becky, and Becky's like, well, I didn't see this information come through, and I was waiting for it, and I didn't get it in time. And so, Felicia was supposed to send me blah, blah, blah. First of all, Becky know, and everybody the fuck else know, you don't be slipping like that. That's some bullshit. But see, you can't address it like that. Oh, Becky. Oh my goodness. So, well, let's figure this out. We can solve it. On this date, I emailed you and told you XYZ. Did you not get that email? Well, yeah, I got that email, but what wasn't clear was, it wasn't clear for you? Okay, no problem. So what's the do different for next time? See, I'm asking questions. Or, if your boss comes to you and is like, hey, Felicia, I really expected you to catch this, and I expected you to understand that. Oh, that's interesting. Why did you expect that? Help me understand the thought process, because I don't remember getting any training on this. So I was kind of flying blind there. And I'm in the learning curve here. So can you help me understand what I may have missed? Clarifying questions. So the hardest part about this is it requires you to think on your feet. But here's some canned questions. You can always say, oh, help me understand. Can we do the double click on that? You can always, I'm sorry, I'm not quite clear. So the moment you want to say, bitch, now like if that's what you really want to say, then you say, oh, I'm not quite clear. Can you give me some more context? I'm an ask for context queen. You hear me? I'm sorry. Can you give me more context on that? When was that exactly? How did that happen? When, who, why, what, where? Oh, so how have we solved this in the past? Like, I just ask a bunch of questions. I will question the fuck out of you. Leading questions to lead to you're stupid, basically. And all the while, I don't have to defend myself. I don't have to be like, no, you're wrong and that's not right and blah, blah. Because that's inside. That's what I really want to do. Like, I really want to be like, bitch, you got me fucked up. That's some fucked up shit you just said. Or that's some fucked up shit you did. Here's my email receipts, bitch. Right? Like, that's the real energy I want to come in the room with. But I can't, because how does that get me paid or promoted? It doesn't. So what I do instead is, oh, that's interesting. Can you give me some more context on that? Oh, well, maybe I did miss that. Can you tell me what was the last email you got from me? Oh, because the last email I sent was after that. Did you not get this email? It says you got it. Oh, that sucks. Well, what do we do moving forward? Again, questions. And sometimes I have a little snarky tone with it, but at the end of the day, they were like, well, she said to have a good day. And then and people will be like, she said, have a good day. Yeah, it's the way she said it. And then I'm like, I just told her to have a good day. When actually I was like, wow, have a good day. And there's like a silent bitch, but you didn't say it. It's so much fun. Yes, I know. These are the fucking shenanigans. I get it. Trust me. Why do we have to go through this bullshit? I don't know. I didn't make up the game. I didn't make the chessboard. I didn't make the workplace. I'm just surviving in it and trying to get my coins. So, as fucked up as this shit is, at the end of the day, I have feelings. My feelings are valid. Yes, this place is shit. Yes, these people are assholes and they're stupid. No, you're not crazy, but understand, we got to stay focused. Coins. Paid, promoted. That's all I'm focused on. I have to tell y'all, so it's been 11 years since I graduated from business school. And if you guys don't know, I went to Indiana University Kelley School of Business for my MBA, concentrated in marketing. And I was a consortium fellow. So if you don't know about the Consortium for Graduate Studies in Management, it's a consortium of business schools. And I was so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when I went to business school. I was so excited. Ursula Burns had been named CEO of Xerox in 2009. That was right before my summer internship at Johnson & Johnson. I was just like, oh my God, she black, real black, not ambiguous black. She's a black woman. There's no denying it. I got a shot. I was like, I got a shot. I can do this. And 11 years later, and I've done decent for myself. I can't really complain, but I will say, if I look back on what happened to me, through that process of really getting in the trenches of corporate America, there's these programs. So it's like MLT, Consortium, Forte. And quite frankly, I liken these programs to when I think about slavery, and I think about how there were people who gathered the slaves and was like, hey, get on this boat. You'll be fine. And I feel like that's the process. And then the auctioneers come to get you. Those are the conferences. And they shuttle you around and you say what you're supposed to say. Your elevator pitch to get them to buy you. Give you a job offer. And no warning of when I get on this ship and go across this ocean, what's going to happen to me? No safety net, no protection, and it's all about the corporate sponsors, and it's all about how do we get more diversity into the companies without addressing, how do we get the companies to stop treating people like vermin and just better than chattel slavery? How do we do that? And I know a lot of people, again, I told y'all we're going to have unpopular things. I know a lot of people be like, it's not that bad. Oh my God, Felicia, how could you say that? Oh my God, you're so dramatic. Am I though? Because quite frankly, I was lied to. That's how I feel. I was lied to about this whole shit. You're going to have the opportunity and yes, come work for us. And we need somebody like you. And we're looking for talent like you, and you're the top talent, and so we're gonna nurture your career, and and I asked I asked the right questions. I thought, bitch, I asked all the wrong questions because I didn't know. And I believe people, so maybe it's my fault because I believe them. I believe these companies, I believe these organizations when they were like, yeah, and this is a family. Ain't no family when the president of the organization says that alums are not a part of the mission of the organization. Ain't no fucking family. Like, get the fuck out of here. So pissed, y'all. I feel like I was thrown to the wolves. And there was no Trill and BA to help me. And that's why I do this show. Because nobody ever wants to tell you the truth. And then I tried to cultivate relationships with Black mentors. But see, what people don't tell you is that the crabs in the barrel thing, that shit's real on so many levels. And it's more about likability. So it's like, if I'm afraid that you're not the Negro that I can put in front of the whites, then I can't fuck with you because I gotta play my game. I gotta play my chessboard. And if I can't make you a pawn in my game, then I can't fuck with you. Especially for like Black leaders, because there's so few of them. And shit, ain't no telling what kind of shit they in the middle of. We don't get to see that shit from down here. I mean, it is just ridiculous what we do to each other as human beings in the workplace, in the name of like ambition and rising in the workplace. Like, this is fucking crazy, y'all. But I say all this to say, one, get it off my chest because it's been bothering me. But two, come back. Stay here. I'm gonna keep working on like being brutally honest about the shit that's happening to us in the workplace. And I like now that people are more honest, I'm seeing more articles. There's a Time article that came out. Is there a date? I'll make sure to put the link in the show notes. But the title of the article is "A Woman of Color Cannot Save Your Workplace Culture." I was like, bitch, you ain't never lied. And, I'm glad this was written because the labor's on us. And it's fucked up, but the labor's on us. And I'm not doing it. So, bonus bullet point outside of the 3 is do the least. What? Focus on the most important things. Get those done well. Let all the rest of this shit go. Like, don't stress yourself for this shit. I wish somebody had told me that when I was younger. Because what happens is, whether you do the most or not do the most, if they don't like you, like if you have a boss or there's an organization, they're like, we don't think you fit, there's no amount of work that can compensate and turn that around. Like, you could work yourself into the grave, literally give yourself an aneurysm, heart attack, like stress yourself the fuck to death, like literal death. And it wouldn't matter. Like, it wouldn't change the perception of you. So then let's focus. Then I need to be worried most about perception. What's your perception of me? Do you like me? What's going to get you to like me? And that's sad because you would think that your work would speak for you, but work don't talk. It don't have vocal cords. It wasn't built that way. So there's that part. Yeah, I know it sucks. So stop working hard and work smart. Okay. Now, I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. It's Friday. I'm recording this, but you'll hear it on Sunday. Magic. I hope you guys have a great week. If you're frustrated, call your girlfriend up. Tell her, talk about this bitch, this, and motherfuckers that. Like, cuss their asses out with your friend. Let it out. Don't hold it in. Let it out. Get focused. and keep soldiering to where you're trying to go. It's about you. Don't worry about them. Okay? So, as always, if you have a question, it's quick. You can email me at ask@trillandba.com. I'm happy to answer your question. If I don't get back to you within 24 hours, please email me again and bring it up to the top of my email list because I get lost in the sauce sometimes, y'all. I work a full-time job at a huge, big old ass company and they require a lot of time. So again, it's Friday night. I'm working on the podcast. So there's that. As far as coaching, I am working on some new coaching programs for 2022. So right now I'm not taking any coaching clients. I'm not doing one-on-one coaching either. But in January, one-on-one coaching will open back up. The prices have gone up. But you can schedule time at trillandba.com/coaching. And I will help you workshop your workplace dilemma, give you the right language to use, kind of hold your hand, tell you what to say, tell you what to do, so you can get the result that you need. Again, paid, promoted. Those are the goals. So have a great week, guys. Hang in there. You got this. We are magical. We just are. But we're also human. So don't be fooled. You are a human being. Please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And until next time, keep it trill. The Trill and BA Show is a Fair World Corp LLC production. Executive produced by Felicia and Rose Inuha. Sound design and editing by Chris Mann with Podshaper. Theme music is Kick Push by Ryan Little. Keep it trill every day, y'all.